Hey, I'm Roman, and this is your weekly Sentinel Algo Trading update. 4 live portfolios, all fully automated, all independently verified. Let's get into the numbers. Let's start with SAT-1, our flagship portfolio, live since April. This week, the balance moved from $5,649 to $5,562, a small pullback of about 1.5%. Since launch, we're still up 7.28%. Looking at individual instruments, gold and GR40 both closed the week in the green. On the other side, Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and EURJPY pulled the portfolio down. This wasn't a random week. We had the US announcing a blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, fresh strikes on Iran, and, surprisingly, a softer than expected US inflation print. That combination created sharp two-directional volatility in gold and the indices, and you can see that reflected directly in the results. Next up, our newest product, SAT-USD-CAD and Gold. This is a combined portfolio launched July 8th, open to public copy trading on July 15th. It runs 4 SAT bots and 2 gold bots side by side. Starting from $4,000, the account is now at $4,101, a 2.5% gain in under 2 weeks. The idea behind combining these two instruments is diversification. Gold and USD-CAD have almost zero correlation, so when one lags, the other often doesn't, and that's exactly the kind of smoother equity curve we're aiming for with this product. Now, our dedicated gold portfolio, Gold Pro. Balance moved from $700 to $771 this week, a solid 10% gain since launch. I want to be upfront here, this is still a very small sample of trades, so I'm not going to read too much into the profit factor yet. We need more data before drawing real conclusions, but the early trend is encouraging. And finally, SAT-CAD, our simplest, most accessible portfolio. Fixed lot size, low minimum deposit, designed for people just getting started with copy trading. Balance went from $204 to $205, small numbers because it's a small account, but the win rate this week was 75%, and the trend since launch stays clean. Now, let's talk about what actually moved the markets this week. On Monday, the US announced it would blockade the Strait of Hormuz after Iran opened fire on commercial vessels passing through. By Tuesday, the US confirmed it was formally at war with Iran and launched new strikes. In the middle of all that, US inflation data came in cooler than expected, CPI at 3.5% year over year, below the forecast of 3.8%. That gave the market a reason to rally, right in the middle of a geopolitical shock. Fed Chair Kevin Warsh testified before Congress 2 days in a row, and markets walked away pricing in almost no chance of a rate hike this month. On top of that, earnings season kicked off strong. JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America all beat expectations. So, geopolitical shock, cooling inflation, and a strong start to earnings season all in the same 5 days. That's exactly the kind of week that tests an algorithmic portfolio, and I think the results across all 4 accounts reflect that pretty honestly. That's the full picture for this week. Links to all 4 portfolios are in the description. Bybit copy trading, MQL5 Signals, and Myfxbook Verification for every single account.